Hello guys, gals, and non-binary pals. It is PlumPines here today. Welcome back to another video. So, today I am just showing you guys, the first part of a 3-part edit series. If you know me, which none of you do, and, but if you do, I'm very obsessed with Six, the musical, and, history in general, specifically the history of the Tudor family. And I thought that I could make an edit series based off of them. So if you've been here since the beginning, you'll know my first video on this channel was a speed edit. It didn't do very well, but I don't care about the analytics. So if you don't know what Six the Musical is, it is a musical based off of King Henry VIII's 6 wives. And basically it's not really much of a play as much as it is. I don't know how to describe it, but it's basically along the lines of the 6 queens formed a pop band, and they're basically going to each perform a song about their lives to, win the votes from the audience on who should leave the band. Anyway, we're working on the edit right now. Basically, I cut out, this is a first wife, Catherine of Aragon. Essentially what I did was I cut her out, and then I changed the lighting for her and then the background to make the background more dark so she stands out better. And the name of her song in the play is No Way, but since it's just 2 words and I want to add some of that spice, to make the words look cool, I just added There's No Way, which is, also a part of the song. I really like how this turned out. Just the lighting, I think, looked really cool. But let me know what you think. So this musical, though, I highly recommend it. If you do want to watch it, it's so good. You can find it on YouTube, and that's where I found it. It's literally my favorite thing on the entire planet. Just at the moment. I like to draw this crown now when I'm editing these. Like I said, this is an edit series where I essentially draw the crown, and then in black I make like a little, you'll see. I essentially make it look like it was spray painted on, if that makes sense. I don't know, I think it looks kind of cool, but of course you let me know. I really like it. If you want to try these edits at home, you easily could. I use Adobe Photoshop 2021, but you could probably use GIMP or any of those. Right now, I'm just working on basically the shadows, the highlights, that kind of stuff. This is one of the most fun parts, I think, because they always end up looking so different, and it just, like I said, makes their, it makes their silhouette pop against the background, which is my favorite thing. And I really like the way I got the contrast going. And then now we're just contouring her face, and then we are going to move on to something. I messed up and I accidentally used the blur tool on her eyebrow. I didn't want to go back and fix it, so I essentially had to zoom in and just kind of wing it, and I don't know how I feel about it, but I did the best I could do, and I think it looks pretty okay, if I do say so myself. Now I'm just brushing up the edges, and we're moving on to the second divorced wife, Anne of Cleves. So since I don't want to get too into the story of each of the wives, I'm just kind of saying their names. You can do research on them. That's how I got into this whole history thing. I always just found King Henry VIII fascinating and started reading about him, introduced to Six. Started watching Sam O'Nella videos, oversimplified history videos, and now I'm deeply obsessed with it. But now we're just cutting her out. I didn't get it perfectly because she has the spikes on her head, but I did it as well as I possibly could have, I think. It was also difficult because I gave her really long nails. I just thought, Anne of Cleves, she's like, I don't know how to describe her, but honestly though, just listen to her song from Six the Musical. It's called Get Down. You can find it on Spotify or YouTube or wherever you listen to music. If you listen to YouTube music, just why? I mean, yeah, it's free, but so is all these other things. Anyway, I just repeated the words to her song in the background, and I like to highlight it in white just because it looks more defined, I suppose. And God, I just really like it. Something I like about these edits, is I guess I have more control. I'm able to basically change their heights, because height sliders aren't a thing in The Sims 4. But in Photoshop, depending on how I crop the image, they can look like whatever height I want, which I think is pretty cool. And now we're just working on contouring again. And if you're curious, no, these are not based off of the actual Tudor queens. They're based off of their costumes in 6 and their vibes in 6. For their facial features, I tried to go off of what they look like, or like a mix of their Broadway and their London actresses, just because I thought that looked nice. I don't know. I finished making all these Sims a little while ago, so the next episode will be Beheaded, and then the third episode will be Died and Survived. So stay tuned for that. If you know anybody who likes Six the Musical, send them this. It's Six the Musical it's a work of art. I can't recommend it enough. And yes, I keep circling back to that instead of talking about the actual edit. But now we're working on the crown part. It's a little different, but I wanted to keep them kind of different because, that's the energy of the queens are always different, and I just wanted to keep that in there, I think I've improved at Photoshop, but you let me know what you think, and I will see you in the very next video. You'll get the finished product. Remember to subscribe, like, comment, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!